everyone, I'm Putu Oktariani, a member of 4C class with a student identity number 2312021091. In this video, I will explain about a lesson plan, especially in teaching speaking class. But remember, the step and the activities in these lesson plans are tentative. So you as a teacher should adjust by the conditions of your classes. So without any further ado, let's start this video. Okay, we start from the topic. The topic in this lesson plan is about asking and offering help for the students in a 10th grade. The skill focuses here is a speaking that combines two methods like a direct method and communicative language teachings or CLT. The learning objective in these lesson plans is by the end of the lessons, students are able to first identify the expressions of asking and offering help in both formal or informal situations. Second, the students are able to write a contact-based dialogue, use appropriate expressions of asking and offering help. The third or the last one is students are able to present their dialogue in front of the class using an appropriate expressions and a correct pronunciations. Next, we will move into the step of the lessons. In this lesson plan, I divided the step become a three. The first one we can call it as a pre-activities. The second one we can call it as a wills activities. And the third one we can call it as a pause activities. Now, let's we start from the first step, or we can call it as a pre-activities. This step maybe takes time around 10 minutes, where to begin the classes, the teacher will greet students, invite prayers, and check the students' attendance before begin the lessons. After that, the teacher will give a motivations and also ask about the students' conditions or ask about the students' health conditions. It can be like, are you ready for learn today's with me? Or are you guys or do you guys in a good conditions today? It can be like that. And the next, the teacher will ask students with an open-ended questions that connected with the materials or the topic that they will learn today. The questions can be like that. Have you ever helped someone that carries their book? If you want to help them, what would you say? To deepen their understanding or to stimulate them more, the teacher also can show pictures or short videos that of people that needing help. For example, like someone that looking confused about something, someone that carrying item or the others. After that, the teacher will guide the students with warm-up questions to stimulate them and to engage them to about the topic that they will discuss it today. The questions can be like that. What do you think is happening in this video or in this picture? And then the next questions can be like, if you're there, what would you say? Here, here students will try to guess and try to answer the questions from the teacher. After that, the next activities that teacher can do is ask about the materials, ask about the topic that they will learn in today's, based on the questions that already asked by the teacher before. After that, the teacher will convey an outline about the materials that they will study it now, namely asking and offering help. Okay, that are some activities in the first step, namely pre-activities. Okay, next we move to the second step, or we can call it as a wills activities. This activities takes times around 60 minutes, where teacher will continue the previous activities from the previous step. Here, teacher will display an example of dialogue which in one formal and one informal dialogue. After that, the student will read aloud in pairs. This aims to check the the student's pronunciations and also catch the understanding about the meaning through the context before the teacher modeling. After the teacher know, the teacher will modeling some key expressions of asking and offering help without translations and reinforce meaning through a gesture, tone, and also repetitions. After that, the students will repeat it together individually. After they finish doing these activities, the next activities is the teacher will instruct the students to underline and categorize the expressions, which one is offering, asking, and responding. After they finish, they this teacher will show or will display a list of commonly used expressions of asking and offering help as a confirmations and reinforcement before move to the productions or before move to the next activities. After finishing that, the teacher will divide students into a pairs or in a small group. There, students will create a short dialogue in 6 until 8 lines using an expressions that they have been learned before and choose whether the conditions or the situations is formal or informal. The teacher do a monitoring for students and provide support as needed. After they finish, they will present their dialogue in front of the class, while the teacher and the other students will give a feedback based on their presentations. Okay, that are some activities in a second step, or we can call it as a wills activities. Next, we will move into the last step, or we can call it as a pause activities. Here, these activities takes time around 10 minutes, where here both teacher and students review or do a reflections about the materials that they has been learned before. The teacher will ask some questions to their students to uh, remembering again or recall it again the materials that they has been learned before. The questions is like, can you tell me what the new expressions did you learn today? Or when do you think this expression used in a real life? And the last questions can be like, can you differentiate them? Which one are formal and which one are informal? After do a discussions and do a review about the materials, the sessions will be ended by the teacher will be informed the next learning materials or the next topic that they're going to be discussed on the next week. After that, the teacher will close the classes with praying activities together. Okay, that are some activities in the last step, or we can call it as a pause activities. But remember, the step and also the activities in this lesson plan are tentative. So you as a teacher must adjust based on the conditions of your classes. And for the assessment, in this teaching speaking class, I use a formative assessment through observations and a rubric, where in a rubric, the assessment aspect that I assess is pronunciations, fluency, grammar, and also vocabulary. Here, I also try to combine two methods such as direct method and communicative language teachings or CLT, where the use of direct method is help students to learn a new expressions naturally through repetitions and exposure without translations, while in CLT ensures students to develop their fluency and the use and the functional use of language through a real-life communication task. This aims to build both their students' confidence and also communicative competencies of using the expressions of asking and offering help. Okay, I think that's all my explanations of this lesson plans. I hope you can enjoy this video and see you on the next video. Bye bye!